Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to be making a video on what I think is going to be dropping in about 2 days and a week and a half or so, and then the very end of the New Year's for the second, or like the very end, the New Year's festival basically. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe, do daily Grand Cross content, and yeah, let's just hop right on in. So I don't think none of these are like guaranteed or anything like that, but if you look at the past few years, 2 years is what I'm going off of. Last year we had Blue Lily up immediately after the last November festival, which was Chad King. The year before that it was the one Escanor, and then we got red full wing Elaine, so a Christmas unit 2 years in a row, right after the festival. And so that's what I'm thinking now. In terms of probability, I think I love that. I think it would probably be a catastrophe. I'm thinking it's a catastrophe or a Ragnarok unit. I'm really hoping it's Freya in a Christmas outfit. Now, obviously, we aren't getting a story for it, but we've gotten Ragnarok units without story before. And the reason I think we're not getting a story is because they're saving it for February, you know, when Scotty released. Because they kind of pushed it really far back. We thought we'd get it around early November, like with Miguel last year, but obviously that's not the case. We haven't gotten a story in about 4 to 5 months now. And I don't think they're going to release a story right before, you know, the end of year festival. They could, but you never know. But I still think that they'll probably release a Ragnarok unit. And it's going to be a seasonal Christmas unit, like 90% chance. So that's why I'm thinking of that. And then I have base Mael there, simply because we have not gotten an actual grace for Mael yet. And I don't think he deserves a festival yet, in my opinion. Like, I don't think base form Mael should be a festival. Because we didn't get base form Ludo in a as a festival. We got Margaret, which I guess is kind of base. I don't really know. I assume they're stronger. I don't know. Either way, it's a different version. But then again, you look at Cusack and it's like, well, look at this guy, but it's like they really fumbled the bag with Cusack, in my opinion. Like, I like the unit, but the fact that he was like a base Cusack and he was a festival, really weird. You kind of figured it would be like the demon version, but whatever, doesn't really matter. I think Mael is going to end up being a 600 gem banner unit, because I think, in my opinion, there's 2 Maels that should be a festival, or something like that. I don't care if it's going to be light. I'm not going to speculate that. That shit is stupid. It doesn't matter about the typing, in my opinion. I don't think it brings any hype. It's like, oh, new coloring, cool. Honestly, if you get a light unit, I think it's worse, because it's bullshit on how we're not able to trade up for fest coins for it yet. Maybe with it being a 1 year since Trader Millie releases, maybe we can get that at the end of the year. That would be nice. If they do that, then I won't mind light and dark units being so frequent, but I just am not hyped because you can't trade up for them like regular festivals. It's kind of dumb, but in my opinion, the only 2 Maels that should be like hype enough to actually be worthy of a festival, in my opinion, is the Bell Mael, the Commandment Mael, or the one where he has like armor from like 1,000 years ago or whatever it was. When he was fighting, like I think it was when he like killed the original Gother's like girlfriend or whatever, and that's how he thought of the new Gother. I don't remember. Either way, he has armor on. He looks cool, actually. I hate this version of Mael, like with all the white on him. I think it looks terrible design. I think he looks ugly, in my opinion. I don't care, but in my opinion, I think it's gonna be a catastrophe. We haven't gotten one in a while, and I'm thinking of Awakened Roxy, by the way. I did not say that, but I'm thinking of Awakened Roxy, not like base Roxy. There's just no PNG or anything for an Awakened Roxy unless it's like fan art, and I don't really want to use. Yeah, I don't know. Either way. I think it's going to be an Awakened Roxy. Freya would be really cool. I don't really know any other tier, but I feel as though it will probably be a waifu, because Christmas. You know, put him in a really skimpy outfit, gonna sell. Gonna make him really good to make you want to summon. Obviously, Mael isn't a woman, but I just thought of that as like the last minute one, and yeah. And then I only have one character here because I don't really know what they could do. They've done it 2 years in a row now, and it's just been a Liz. green Danafor Liz for Belmos and Great Demon, and then they released a red Danafor Liz for Solgros. So I don't really know what they could do with this unit. I really hope it's not just like a Belmos or a not Belmos, OG Center Demon Beast unit. That would be very boring, but an easy skip. I assume it's going to be a 242 gem banner, so that would be nice if you do plan on summoning, you just want GP. 242 gems, really good. I don't really know what they could do because they're not making any hard content. They're not making anything like that. The only hard content in the game right now is literally wolves. And I guess the end of story is kind of getting difficult if you don't have that good at units. Now, what really interests me is the next banner. Because there's a few options. There's a new video on the 7 Deadly Sins Twitter from like a week or so ago. I didn't make a video on it because I didn't really care enough. But Melios' voice actor, who is very popular right now, you know, he's voicing Aaron, he's voicing... That's all I actually know. I only know that he voices Aaron from Attack on Titan, and then Melios, and I believe Zeldris as well. I'm fairly certain that the same actor. I could be wrong. But very popular actor. You know, he's probably voicing for the AOT final season. Maybe he's done. I don't know. Either way, I assume that they would want to do something with that, and it's been a Melios every single year for New Year's. There was Green Demon Meli, Assault Melios, Traitor Meli. I know it makes sense if we get another Melios for the end of the year. He's like the Ichigo of BBS. He's like the Goku or Vegeta of Dragon Ball. It does not matter if you hate him. He sells incredibly well, and they want money at the end of the year. It makes sense. Now, would Melios sell? Yes. Would Demon King Zeldris like that sell? Yes. And the reason I'm thinking it might be Demon King Zeldris is because he did end up fighting Escanor. And 2 years ago, they had Escanor versus Assault Meli. It was the most profitable part of Grand Cross of all time, I'm fairly certain, unless maybe Light Liz outsold it. I doubt it, but they did hit top grossing, so maybe on JP, maybe. I don't know how much they actually sold, but all I know is that they made boatloads of money off those 2 units, so maybe they're trying to build up that hype again for this year. Last year it was Trader Millie and King, and it was kind of a joke because King just got washed out of existence since then. You don't really see him too often. But I'm putting all my money into either the new Melios that just appeared in story, Demon King Melios, or the less hype version. But honestly, I'd be more hyped for it because I hate the Demon King version of both the units, Zeldris and Melios. I think he looks terrible. I think all of his designs look like shit. The Purgatory Melios, in my opinion, looks cooler. I like it. It's more simplistic, especially if it has a camo drip like in the manga. He has like a camoed blue jacket, and it looks really sick. But yeah, these are realistically the only 3 options, or 4, I guess. But Melios, Zeldris, or a Mayel would be the only things that I could have a thing going towards. And I assume it's gonna be dark. I don't see them dropping 2 light units back to back. But then again, they kind of did since it was light Liz and then light Escanor, so maybe they could. But I'm really playing into it being a dark unit. I've seen some people say it could be Arthur, like Chaos Arthur. And I'm like, what? I would not be hyped for that unit at all. I don't know who would even be hyped for Arthur. Like, Arthur seems incredibly lame, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't really care for Arthur at all in the series. I think he's very boring. He doesn't do anything. He dies in like 2 seconds, and then he gets resurrected or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, Mayo could be a possible, but I'm leaning towards more a Zeldris because of him fighting Escanor. But the number 1, in my opinion, will probably be Melios for the end of the year. So let me know down below what you guys think. You know, all that shenanigans. Let me know what you guys think is going to be dropping. Hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day, and take care, and peace out.